All right guys, so because this is a retractable cover, it's very important that the rails are going to be parallel with each other perfectly. Otherwise you may get some binding and bunching that you don't want. So we're going to make sure, we're going to measure from the front of the rails, the center, and the rear of the rails to make sure all those numbers are equal. And if they are, we can call it done. All right guys, so we did find that our rails were a little bit off on the measurements, so we're going to adjust some of the set screws here. And how you do that is you take off your clamp that we just installed. So remove the clamp, and then there's these 2 set screws on either side of the clamp. Just adjust those as needed. Do them both about equally, so you're not getting one more out of whack than the other. So do them about the same on both sides. All right, so we made our adjustments, made sure all the measurements were equal on the front, center, and rear. So that's been done. So what you need to do now is go ahead and tighten up your clamps, make sure everything is down and secure. And then after that, we'll put on the drain tubes and we'll be good to go. All right guys, so now we're gonna move on to the drain tubes. With this application specifically, we have a little plug back here in the corner that we can pull right out. And I'll show you that. So this pulls right out. And basically what we're gonna do is drill a hole through the center. That way we're still using the existing plug. It's gonna be a nice snug fit. So we're not going to have any kind of movement with our tube at all. So we're going to go ahead and drill that hole through, plug it back in, and we'll be done. All right, so we've got the drain tube here, and we've already put a hole in the plug. So let's go ahead and get it installed. It's actually pretty quick and easy. I'll show you how that's done. So the first plug is right underneath of the canister. As you can see, there's a hole cut out right for it. Push that in there. Now with the grommet installed, it's not going to secure right away, so give it a little more force. You'll hear an audible clamping sound when it's like right there, and that'll keep it in place. So make sure you hear that clamping before you do anything else, or else it'll just fall out. So make sure it's nice and secure. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and feed the tube through the plastic plug here. Go through the plug, secure the plug back in the socket, and then feed this through until there's no bunches, binds, anything that's like that. And it'll be nice and clean. It'll be a nice, easy install, just like that. And that's all there is to it. We'll do the same for the other side, and we will have this installation done. All right, guys, so we have the cover installed now. And as you can see, it really does look good. The matte finish is just something special. It really does make this truck stand out. It really does add to the aesthetic of the truck already, and it really accentuates the look that we were going for. So with that being said, the style is one of the big things that they took into consideration when they developed this cover. As you can tell, it really does look like it's part of the truck, and we're very happy with the way it turned out. But also the seals on these things, the seals are so tight and so firm, it really is going to take you about 48 hours for this to all break in. And that's a good thing, it's not a bad thing. So it's better to have a good seal than a bad seal. So they've really overthought, in a good way, the seals on this thing, so they're going to last you. And they're going to really do their job well, keep the moisture and water out of your bed when that's a problem. So guys, just know, give yourself about 48 hours for this to break in. It's going to move a lot smoother after that period's up because the seals are going to break in a little more. It's just going to allow you to move the cover in and out with much more ease. All right guys, so one of the cool features of this cover is the fact that the tailgate can open and close with the cover fully extended. So you can still have access to your bed with the cover fully extended, which is a really good feature. But when it comes to security, that may be a concern. So basically what you're going to want to do if you want to secure anything in the bed of your truck, golf clubs, fishing rods, whatever the case may be, lock the tailgate, make sure that's nice and secure. And another big thing about the cover is that there's a lock as well in the cover. So it comes with 2 keys, just use one of them, and you can lock it in place anywhere on the rail. So right now we've locked it in the fully extended position, so this isn't going to move anywhere. So, but if we did, for instance, you unlock it again, pop it open, and open the tailgate. And you can move this to any position you want it to be, whatever the case may be. Close the latch, relock it. So this is going to be locked in place and secure at any position on the rail. Right, another thing that I want to note is the toughness of this cover. So it's made of a polycarbonate material, which is going to protect it from any of the elements that are out on the trail, out on the average everyday road. It's going to protect it against UV light, anything like that it's going to be protected from by the material it's made of. It's also secured by aluminum rods, so the pressure that you may get from some kind of materials on top of the bed or on top of the cover, it will protect against that as well. So it's a very, very tough cover, as well as it is stylish. All right guys, so we know that the cover is very stylish, it's very secure, and it's very tough. But one thing that it really maintains is its flexibility. So even given all these other points, it really is going to stay flexible. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean by that. Let's go ahead and pop this up. And just so you can see how it's going to work, I'll show you the canister. So if I open the tailgate, you can see the canister back there. And I'm going to push this closed. So this, what it's going to do, it rolls up into that canister, and it's a spiral design. So it spirals right into the canister in such a way that it's not going to scratch itself when it goes in there. So it's going to keep it nice and protected, and that spiral design allows it to move very easily. And that is also due to the sealed ball bearings that's going to help this move across the rails with ease as well. So those sealed ball bearings are really going to keep this moving fresh and easy. Give yourself though, when you first get this cover, you may notice it's a little tough to move, but that's due to the seals breaking in as well as some of the other things. So give yourself some time, 48 hours on the seal, maybe a week or two on everything else just to get broken in. Just give yourself some time, and then you will really notice it getting much easier to use and to manage. But just like that easy guys, great cover from Retrax. All right guys, thanks for joining us with the installation of this RetraxONE MX system. As you can see, guys, it looks great. We couldn't be happier with the way that it turned out. Now, if you want more details about this product, check below in the description for full details as well as a part number and even a dealer locator so you can find a dealer near you. Thanks again for joining us. This has been Total Truck Centers in the Garage.